How's it going? Hey, how's it going, YouTube and Twitch? Once again, welcome back. We are live. So in today's video I'm gonna play with a Greninja BREAK deck, as you can see in front of you. So this is the deck list that I'm gonna use. This time I actually decide to include two Guzmas. So we're gonna see how this Greninja BREAK deck will work basically with those Guzmas on this deck list. Hopefully good, hopefully good. This is probably gonna be a 2-hour live stream, so make sure to subscribe and quick follow, you know, if you already didn't do that. So yeah, let's move on to the game number 1, so we can basically see this deck in action. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the tournament, and to be honest, I still don't know what type of the deck I'm gonna play. What should I play? I'm still thinking, you know, there's a couple different options that I can use, you know, and I still don't know which deck I'm gonna play. Alright, so looks like I'm gonna start first, and no sign of the basic. Okay. So this time I decided to play Guzma instead of the Escape Rope. I mean, also Escape Rope is very good. It's an item card which allows you to basically retreat your active Pokemon with your banished Pokemon. The same thing applies for your opponent. He needs to choose first. But Guzma on the other side can actually help you to pick one of your opponent's Pokemon and just simply put it in the active position. And personally, I think that I don't need more than like 2 Guzmas in Greninja BREAK Deck, you know. It's a deck that can simply throw those shurikens around the board, you know, so yeah. That's the third one. Well, okay, let's just go with it. If he can knock me out, no problem, he can knock me out. But he decided to attach energy to the Lunala, so he can use it Full Moon Star. Unfortunately, no Pokemon in my discard pile available. Next turn, I'm ready to use Evosoda and play that in. Okay, so there is a downwing Necrozma. Well, without B-strings, it's not gonna be that easy for my opponent to accelerate his Pokemons, you know, with the energy cards. That's for sure. I'm looking forward to use that end right now. Okay, one more Froakie, that's perfect. And I can duplicate for 2 more frogs. Next turn I can use that Cynthia. So basically, it's really hard to lose this Guzma. So this deck does not play Sycamore, and you simply can't lose Guzma, you know. You simply can't. Alright, so my turn. Looks like how he actually bricked hard. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna go with Cynthia. Yeah, I'm actually going to hit for 80. He can have that, you know, ability if he wants. It's not gonna be super effective anyways. Since I have already that Greninja Break in my hand, I can easily snipe those Pokemon that he have available in play, you know. If I decided on the other side to go with the Shadow Stage, he would probably concede, but it's not far from over. I mean, this is gonna be one John Water Shuriken. And I'm ready to use my Cynthia, right? Okay, another Froakie. And more than that, Floatstone, okay. I think I can also use that Ultra Ball this turn and get something like another Greninja in play, so potentially I can have like triple Greninja Break. And right now I think how it might not be bad idea to Shadow Stitch. The reason why I don't want to knock him out is because he can use it Moon Eclipse. And I just don't want to do that, simply. Okay, so Timer Ball, how many heads I can get? 2 heads. Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. So I think I'm gonna grab that Starmie, so I can have that energy recycle, and I'm gonna go with the Cynthia for 6. This is pretty impressive play, to be honest. So he decided to scoop. No wonder, because that opening hand and that setup was just too fast and too much for that Necrozma deck that simply relies on abilities. Alright, so we are moving on to the game number 2. So far so good, first game, first victory. Let's see how many wins we can get in a streak, you know, how many win streaks we can have. I don't know why. I don't know why this game is. I don't know why there is so many women streamers that plays this game on non-competitive level, you know, on the Twitch, and I don't know why so many people actually watch them. I simply don't understand that. It just makes no sense to me. But there is one streamer at this moment who have like 45,000 followers and is playing Pokemon trading card game, you know, and there's only 45 or 50 viewers, and that's insane. It looks like that Pokemon trading card game is not that popular on the Twitch. It's not even popular on the YouTube, you know. It's a very popular game globally, you know. There's a lot of people who's playing a Pokemon trading card game in real life, but when we speak about streaming and, you know, making videos and stuff like that, it turns out that it's not that popular as it should be, you know. I mean, Hearthstone is a much more popular because you can't actually play Hearthstone with the physical cards. You really need to have those online cards, and that's the only way to play that game. But really interesting. Alright, let's move on to the game. So he discarded 2 Guzmas and another Necrozma, so I guess it's a fair bet to go with Greninja on Big Tournament, you know. Probably a lot of people should play that Giratina, you know, a promo version with that, the Warlight ability, which says that your opponent breaks cannot do nothing, you know, but still. You see, I actually forget about that Trevenant break deck. I mean, Trevenant break can still be playable in standard format, you know, not one with oh, are you serious right now? So nothing, just a bubble chance to flip heads in a coin flip, but unfortunately nothing. Well, looks like I'm gonna lose this game anyway. So yeah, I'm thinking also about that, you know, Trevenant break with that Trevenant from the break point that force your opponent to play 1 more energy in order to attack. Imagine Ultra Necrozma with 5 energy cards. That's such a trash play, you know, but that might be a really good deck, to be honest. Even Zoroark would not be able to attack, you know, without like 3 energies, you know, so not a single double course energy wouldn't help him. And if you can deny pretty much from turn to turn his energy attachment, you can easily win the game, you know. Yeah, so that was a horrible start in this game for me. Literally nothing I can do. Not a single Frogadier. Yeah, when you lose game, like I lose this one, you really need to ask yourself what is going on. But hey, it's just, you know, part of the game. Sometimes that can happen to Greninja, you know. It actually happens in the finals of the World Championship, you know, 2017, you know. The guy lost to the dunk, basically. Sometimes it can happen, you know. It's everything. Okay, so that would be a decent opening hand if there was one Froakie, even Staryu, for example. But it wasn't. Remoraid. Okay. Not that bad. So that's gonna be one Brooklet Hill. Obviously, it's going to be for Staryu. I'm gonna play Guzma. And I'm gonna use that Ultra Ball play as well. I think I can discard that Max Potion better. So since I know that I have that Octillery next turn, that's gonna be good play. Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn for now. So far, not that bad. I denied his Boswell, you know, and I promoted that Puipole in the front. And there's a Cynthia play, you know, so without Flowstone energy, he can't knock me out, and that's a big thing. Where on the other side, I can play Choice Band, plus I can play Evosoda, and I can get that Octillery in play, you know, and then I can simply grab extra cards with a Bezel hand, and that's gonna be very important. There's also Ultra Space for my opponent, which says that once per turn, each player can search his deck for Ultra Beast card, reveal and put in his hand. And this is the thing what he do. I'm not sure how good Boswell is gonna be post rotation, you know, just because of the well, that's gonna be a Bezel hand for 5, because there's not gonna be Max Elixirs anymore, you know. But still, even without Max Elixir play, I'm gonna gamble with Cynthia. Jeez, why did I do that? Just why? Tell me, why did I do that? Why I need to do some things like this? I mean, still with the B string, you know, you can power up Boswell, so it's not that you actually need those Max Elixirs. They are a good tech, but B string is gonna be a key play for the post rotation decks, you know. Okay, so I missed that Frogadier evolution lineup for this turn. Yeah, I should definitely play that Ultra Ball and discard my Splash Energy. I was simply hoping to not discard that Splash Energy, because in some point of the game it's gonna be important tech, you know, and there we go with the end, so at least I can refresh my hand. Maybe I can get Rare Candy Greninja play, or for example, maybe not. So, can he evolve? At least, I mean, he's paralyzed. Yes, he can. So only one energy, and he can use Beast Raid and go for the 60. 60 is gonna be enough for the knockout because he have 3 Beast Rings, you know, in play. And yeah, that's also a Beast Energy, so I can't expect nothing to be a knocked out. Yeah, it's my mistake, you know. Oh, so he's going for another Buzzwole. Alright, he can definitely go for as many Buzzwoles as he can. Come on, give me that Splash Energy. There we go. That's it. Maybe Greninja top deck? Frogadier top deck. I hate when this happens. So Water Duplicate for 2 more frogs. I mean, I don't have much more space than 2 of them, you know, so it's okay. So not bad. I mean, next turn I'm gonna start to build up my bench space, you know, and my Greninjas. Yeah, I'm always putting the deck list in my video description when I'm going live on the live stream, you know. Sometimes I might just forget to do that, but I always update deck list after the game, you know, so yeah. Okay, so he can knock me out. Beast Raid, 1-hit knockout, no problem. Still I'm gonna put that Staryu in the front. Still I'm gonna go with it in the active position. I'm gonna go with a Frogadier play, and I guess, yeah, he cannot knock me out, so 1 Frogadier should get energy anyways, and that's gonna be N. Whew, only 1 Greninja. Wow, that's a very slow start for me. At least I can Moonlight Slash for 80, you know, and next turn I can do 80 more, plus I can use 1 technically John Water Shuriken, so that can be enough for the knockout, you know. But I think I'm just gonna... Wow, this Pokemon actually have only 1 retreat cost. Okay, I didn't realize that yet. Okay, there we go with the Max Elixir, so he have 4, he can go for like 110, which means that 1 more Beast, Ultra Beast. Yeah, 1 more Ultra Beast and that's 130. Oh, seriously. And I still don't have Greninja Break in play, you know, which is just insane. Okay, Brooklet Hill. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Wow, that's amazing. Seriously. 2 tails, okay, at least 1 heads. You know, I'm just going to retreat on 1 of my Froakies. And I should do that much earlier, you know, just to try to paralyze him. I don't know why I didn't do that. This bad boy is already ready for that knuckle impact anyway, so... it's just so hard to get back in this game. Without Greninjas, it's just impossible, you know, so there's another strong energy. Yeah, I wish I have some energy removal cards in this build, but I don't. And another knockout, so he's moving down to 2 prize cards. Can I pull somehow a miracle? Well, Anne can save me for sure, but it's gonna be very questionable. When we speak about very questionable things, I'm gonna throw one John Water Shuriken to one of his puzzles on the bench. I'm gonna go with a Beazle hand. Very nice. And I'm gonna end my opponent. Okay, I have Ultra Ball Rare Candy play. And that's important play. I can go with the Moonlight Slash for like a 90. So he's down to 150, 170. Next turn I can knock him out easily with the John Water Shuriken, but this dude needs to be knocked out as fast as possible. And I'm gonna try to knock him out. I'm gonna try to take 4 prize cards next turn, you know. It's technically possible. You know, it's definitely possible. If he don't have Guzma and energy, he might not be able to take a knockout this turn, which might be very important for him. However, I'm probably gonna take some damage, you know, with oh, there's a Cynthia play. Okay, so still energy retreat makes sense. He can retreat and he can knock me out, you know, but then he used his Knuckle Impact. And I'm not having that N available in my hand right now, but I might get it. Oh, there's a Float Stone, so even better. I still have like 1 N left. Hopefully I can get that N in play. And I lost very important Greninja right now, so that's not good. But at least it's gonna go back into my hand. We're gonna go with the Space Beacon. $60 and $110, well, that's not enough for knockout anyways. Probably have that Guzma available in his hand. To be or not to be, if I can find N, which I can't. Moonlight Slash, yes. He should have that energy in his hand. If he don't have energy, well, I'm not sure what to say, but he probably have energy in his hand, you know. It was a very close game, you know. I missed that a very important, you know, setup with the Frogadier at the beginning of the game, which actually cost me the game because 1 extra turn for my opponent was just too much for me. So I couldn't get back in the action. So let's move on to the game number 3. So far 1 victory, 1 defeat. But Greninja is a very viable deck, you know. It works fine. It works fine. It works well, you know. So I really like it, you know. It's definitely one of my favorite decks in the current format. Okay, so I won coin flip. I'm gonna start first. Cynthia played turn 1. Yeah, only thing I can do. It's not even worth to waste that Ultra Ball somehow, I feel that. Well, this is even first one. I'm gonna pass. Well, at least I have Ultra Ball for Frogadier next turn, so I can expand the bench, and there's one Greninja available in my hand, so I can... Oh, he decided to play Brooklet Hill. Well, that's a good thing for me. That's a good thing for me, because I can grab, in that case, Remoraid and put him on the bench. So something like Evosoda Time Ball or Ultra Ball will also help me a lot. But who knows, he might be in a position to knock me out, or maybe not, so there's a Jet Punch. Okay, only for 30. That was a good gamble, no doubt about it. And this is also gonna be a Ultra Ball play. Okay, let it be for this. I'm thinking also about playing that Guzma next turn anyways. It's not gonna be super effective, but still. Okay, so 3 more frogs enters the play. Very important. I might not be even able to play that Guzma. I mean, I need to play Ultra Ball so I can get an Octillery in play, so that's, yeah, not as planned, but still. Okay, so he decided to move right now. He's Brooklet Hill with the Field Blower, it makes sense. And there you go with the Jet Punch, so he can't even knock me out with that Jet Punch. Ooh, that actually hurts a lot. That actually hurts a lot. Oh, another Greninja top deck. Yeah, I mean, one of those 2 Greninjas actually needs to be discarded for that Octillery. It is how it is. At least I'm gonna have a Beazle hand available for 5. And I get very lucky in this game, you know. He didn't get a single strong energy, and that can change things dramatically, you know. Let's go with Brooklet Hill for something like a Staryu. And let's go with the Cynthia play. I'm searching for a couple more. Max Potion? No, I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna go with the Moonlight Slash for 80. If he knocks me out, I can still return that Greninja back into my hand. Then I can evolve, you know. And this is the Greninja that also have Frogadier and Froakie below them, so yeah. Will he decide to go with the Knuckle Impact? I mean, probably he's gonna go with Absorption GX. I would personally go with a Knuckle Impact. I mean, it really depends what's gonna be the top deck, you know. If he decides to waste Absorption, then Lycanroc is not gonna be in a position to attack. And he actually decided to go with it. Wow, interesting. There is so many cards in my hand that I don't even know what to do with them, you know. I mean, I simply need to use that N. I'm gifting my opponent right now with that N. But at least I managed to pull that very important Greninja Break card. I'm searching choice band. I'm searching for the choice band, which I can't get. Ultra Ball. And then Evosoda for Starmie, or nah, let's go for the Greninja. Energy has been attached already, so Abyssal Hand for 3. Ooh. Okay, never mind. 160. I didn't get what I was hoping for, you know. I was hoping for that choice band, you know. So that's the reason why I go a little bit more aggressive here. But it's okay, because I can knock out my opponent next turn, you know, simply with the John Water Shuriken. I knew he's gonna get that Ultra Ball. I knew he's gonna get that Ultra Ball for Abyssal Hand. I mean, I'm still in a huge advantage. He can Knuckle Impact me right now and try to set up another Buzzwole, but I already have 2 Greninjas available. There's a Froakie for that Rare Candy play. I'm gonna have that Max Potion as well, so the things are gonna be much greater and smoother for me anyways. Plus I'm gonna have 2 Greninja breaks, potentially, also on the next turn, you know, for that double John Water Shuriken. Oh, Cynthia play. Okay. So 180 from the Knuckle Impact. Okay, let's start to throw some shurikens, shall we? Oh, nice. Rescue Stretcher was a top deck. I guess I couldn't ask for better top deck. Literally. Oh, so he decided to concede the moment he saw another Greninja hits the ground. Yeah, this is how we do. Oh, interesting. Remoraid and Staryu start. It's a good start because with Staryu I can have for a retreat, and with Remoraid I can sooner or later have that Octillery in play. And looks like I'm gonna play against Golisoppa deck, so this is gonna be very tough match for me because there's also gonna be okay. So it's Golisoppa featuring a Zoroark deck, no Garbodor. That's good. We're gonna go with 1M. I'm hoping to see Froakie and Stadium. No sign of it. So oh, seriously. Yeah, this is not good. I still think I'm gonna go with the Smack for 20. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be bad to retreat on Remoraid and, you know, just attach energy and wait for the knockout. But it's a very bad start. If there was a Froakie, I would probably go for the Paralyze, you know, but With Zorak you can just draw too many cards and sooner or later you're gonna find what you need, and you need, in that case, if you're paralyzed, the double course energy and, you know, Guzma play. There's a Wonder Tech, so I'm wondering if it's gonna be for the draw supporter or maybe for Guzma. No, it's gonna be for Guzma, so he really wants to knock out my Remoraid. And that's actually not that bad. Okay, so Rescue Stretcher for Remoraid, and after that I'm gonna go with DM. Why? Why is this happening? Okay, Bubble. I can try Bubble, you know. I can do that. Yep, there we go. Heads on the coin flip. This Bubble can actually buy me some time at least. Evosoda Guzma play. Probably again my Remoraid gonna be knocked out. But at least I can keep that Froakie alive, so that's important thing. Speaking about important things, I simply need that top deck. If I don't get it, I'm not gonna be happy at all. And there's another trade as well. Okay, let's see. What can we get? Oh, Evosoda play. That's nice. Okay, so I'm still in the game. You know, with 3 Frogadiers, I can relive, but still, I'm gonna need very hard. I'm gonna need that top deck supporter card, you know, because without supporter card, it's just not gonna be good. And my opponent already managed to set up his board entirely, so top deck supporter card all night long. I mean, I simply need it. Maybe he's digging for another Guzma, you know. Maybe. And he's taking those prize cards too fast. He's already down to 3. Okay, we can try to bubble. Nope, nope, not gonna happen. Literally the only thing I was able to do, you know, nothing else I could do in this case. Smack makes no sense. Water duplicate, not even 0 cents, you know. So only possible chance for me was to use that bubble, but he probably have another Guzma in his hand available. I mean, he have like 10 cards, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he have exactly 10 cards in his hand, and I'm wondering if he have just, you know, a Guzma in his hand. So there's another Zorak as well. I mean, this game is lost. This game is lost. Due to the slow start, you know, I can't do nothing. I really cannot recover. I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard. If I was able to use this turn at least, that Shadow Stitching, who knows, maybe. Nah. I'm not gonna even try to waste my time. A horrible start. One of those horrible starts. Again, almost the same thing. So first I'm gonna answer to the question what I think about Garbodor Espeon deck. This is a really nice deck, you know. But if you're gonna play this deck, you should also think about playing those Noibets. Because there is a new Noibet card that can actually discard, you know, some of your opponents' item cards from his hand, you know, so it really makes sense to play that. Damn it. Damn it, boys. I just pulled another Frogadier. Answer to my second question. Mohammed asks about Tapu Lele, you know. Yeah, I completely agree with you and with the Tapu Lele play, you know. But somehow, because this is a Greninja deck, you know, I'm trying to play just Greninja deck without Tapu Lele, you know. This is one of the decks that I simply don't like to use Tapu Lele, you know. I don't know why, but with the Tapu Lele it might be better, it might be worse, you know. It's hard to judge. It's really hard to judge. The worst possible thing for me is, what if I start with the Tapu Lele? What's gonna happen next? I'm starting with the Tapu Lele and I already have, you know, that Tapu Lele which cannot be used for anything, not even for attack. I mean, 2 energies, I need to use 2 energies to hit for 40. Those type of things I don't like when we speak about Tapu Lele, you know. It's just too much pain for me, you know. This is the reason why I don't like it, you know. But if you play that version of Greninja deck that actually runs some other card, oh, what is going on? What the heck is this? But you know, on the other side, give me at least 1 duplicate. Okay, I'm happy. But on the other side, if you're playing, you know, that Greninja Break that actually have also Tapu Fini, Tapu Lele, Espeon, well, then okay, you have much more, you know, different starters. And in that case, it might be good, you know. But still, I don't know. I just don't like it. And thanks for the question, I'm good, you know. I hope you're also good. I'm trying, you know, to play a little bit with Greninja deck. Tomorrow I'm going to my local tournament, you know, so I'm just testing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play again Greninja or if I'm gonna switch deck and play something else, you know. I'm still trying to prepare myself, you know, because I'm expecting to face probably Necrozma. So it's an easy matchup for Greninja in any way. I'm expecting maybe to see couple Dusk main Necrozmas, you know, the metal ones. So that could also be an easy game for me as well. As long as I'm not gonna draw like this, you know. Also, I'm expecting to see Gardevoir probably, and probably that Zoroark Lycanroc deck and stuff like that, you know. But as long as I can, you know, simply set up fast and use Shadow Stitching ability, lock, you know, I don't see reason why not to go with Greninja. Well, I can agree that we both started bad. I mean, those Frogadiers in my hand, I wish at least I have those Froakies on the bench so I can evolve them manually. But I don't. But I simply don't. Okay, choice been Field Blower, makes sense. Lily for 4, so he desperately trying to get another float stone. Oh, and he managed to get one. Okay, fair enough. Just one shadow stitching and I'm back in game. Just one. I should stay with Greninja in front because of the Guzma play. Mystery Treasure for top while I play, obviously it's gonna be Guzma. Oh, downwing the Crozma. Okay. No sign of Guzma. Yeah, I agree. I mean, top Lily cost me the game. There's a Guzma play, you know, so we're gonna concede this game because there's no way that I can build up fast enough. I just don't understand what is going on. It's not the same in the real life, you know. In the real life, I'm drawing much better cards than right now here on the TCGO. I'm having a hard time finding a good cards here in TCGO. The algorithm is just weird, you know. I can't even explain that. It's just, look at this, look at this, look at this hand, and look at this hand turn before. 2 Cynthias, 2 Field Blowers. What is going on with this game? Seriously, I mean, it's just too random. I mean, I don't know. And even top deck is a Brooklet Hill once again, so it simply makes no sense. You know, for many of you who's watching right now, probably are gonna ask yourself why you go with the Brooklet Hill for the Remoraid, just because without Max Elixir, that Necrozma cannot attack at the turn 1, and you know that your opponent is not playing Max Elixir because he's playing those Inkays, you know. So this is the reason why. If I can be lucky and top deck something like Evosoda or Ultra Ball, I can have that draw support with Octillery, you know. And also, yeah, I would agree with you completely. Normal Greninja hand, you know, that's just part of the game, you know. When you play Greninja, you need to be ready for a game for the hands like this. And there you go. That's the thing that I was talking about. There's the Evosoda play, but with this type of the hand, it's much better for me to go, you know, simply with the Frogadier instead of the Froakie, instead of the Octillery. We're also gonna go for that Staryu play, and after that, gonna go with the Water Duplicate. At least I'm gonna have triple Greninja play, you know, so it's gonna be much easier. And that's it. I mean, I could gamble with Octillery, but I simply didn't want to do that. I just, you know, decided with triple Greninja in hand to go for the Frogadier because I can have 3 Greninjas ready. 1 Shadow Stitching is all I really need, you know, and that's it. Once I use Shadow Stitching, the game for my opponent unfortunately is over. So there's a Lily for 6, alright. I'm so mad to see that Pearl City, to be honest. It hurts so much. So I lost both Remoraid and Staryu, and I'm gonna laugh if the top deck is gonna be Evosoda or maybe even versed Ultra Ball for that Octillery play, but never mind. It's much more important for me to keep those Greninjas in play. This is gonna be one Gazer for like 180. Well, it was Starmie. It was a Starmie top deck. Nah, he can have this Froakie if he wants. He can have this Froakie if he wants, all night long. I mean, I simply don't want to give my Greninjas to the active position. But on the other side, if he have Guzma, he can simply knock one of my Greninjas out anyways. And looks like how this is the case. Alright, so I'm struggling for energy attachment. Oh, I need that energy attachment so badly. Literally 1 energy attachment is all I need, and I can Shadow Stitch. And once I manage to use the Shadow Stitch, that's it. He needs to attach manual energies from his hand, and meanwhile I can simply, you know, start to build up my bench. But I already have only 2 Greninjas in play, and if the top deck is not going to be good, and finally something good as a top deck. So finally there's a Cynthia top deck, and I can start to rebuild my bench. And I can also get that energy in play. Oof, very close. Timer Ball. I'm gonna go for another Greninja because I have Rare Candy in my hand. Much more important. And that's a Shadow Stitch. Whew. That's it, I can relive, you know, I can hit for 70, and from this moment, only thing he can do is to get Guzma energy to knock out my Froakie, literally. No more abilities for my opponent, which means that he needs to try to set up somehow that Moon Eclipse sooner or later, but it's not gonna be easy anyway. My turn. Alright, there we go. Time for another Brooklet Hill. Time for another Froakie. I have feeling like I had, you know, 7 Froakies. There's also a Rescue Stretcher, so I'm gonna put Staryu on the bench. And this is going to be another Shadow Stitching for 70. And that's it. That's a GG. This is how Greninja wins. Simply by hitting with 1 Shadow Stitching. Make sure to also check my video description where you can find the link for my Twitch account. I'm also live streaming currently onto the Twitch. Unfortunately, there is no viewers on my live stream on Twitch, you know, but I would really appreciate if you can simply, you know, follow me on the Twitch as well. I'm also looking forward to, you know, expand the Twitch account a little bit to get a couple of followers and viewers. Also make sure to check my YouTube channel tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm gonna play at my local league. I'm also gonna bring my smartphone so I can record the videos from the local league. I'm not sure how many videos I'm gonna record, probably 6, 7. There's probably gonna be 4 rounds, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna record tournament as well, like the last weekend. Again, this hand is good, but you know, I need energy. Come on, seriously? Another Frogadier? Wow, that's insane. I mean, with this type of the hand, I don't have another option than go for another Froakie, you know? Literally nothing. I also feel tired. I played, you know, TCGO for like a whole day. I didn't stream entire day, you know, because it's just too much for me to stream entire day. I mean, because English is not my native language, and I simply cannot concentrate to speak, you know, English for so long time, you know. Wow, there's a Passimian, so I can already see this game over. Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Greninja tomorrow, probably. I might try to build something else, but I think I'm gonna go with Greninja. So another Passimian. Passimian plus the Ansi. Oh, I could play Passimian also. Maybe I can play Passimian, actually. Passimian is really interesting deck, you know. Maybe I could go with Passimian, actually. Maybe I should play Passimian tomorrow. Wow, lights just... Okay, I could play Passimian tomorrow. Let me calculate something. If you have 3 team plays on the bench, and if you have the Ansi, you can go for like... Okay, so 4 Passimians in total in play, and that's 130, 150. And if you can add couple damage for evolution, 180, you can go for like 210. Wow, Passimian is actually badass card. I mean, it's a 1-hit attacker, 1 energy attacker, it's a 1 prize attacker, so... I might consider playing Passimian tomorrow. You know, I mean, I would really love to stream for like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours or something like that, you know, but the biggest problem is that there is not too many watchers, you know, and when there's not too many watchers, I don't know, sometimes it's just, you know, sometimes the feeling when you live stream and there's only maybe 5 or 6 viewers, you know, or 5 or 6 person who's watching. And when you compare that to some other folks who stream some stupid games and they have like 10, 15, 20,000 viewers, you know, it's a little bit frustrating, you know, but I really like to play this game. I really enjoy playing this game, and this is the reason why I'm actually streaming, you know. I'm also trying maybe to earn some extra money, you know, so I can afford myself to buy some cards, you know, so I can also play with my friends. Try to help my friends also to have some extra cards to play on the tournament, you know, because it's not that we all have monies, so we can afford ourselves cards, you know. So yeah, I'm trying to work as much as I can. You know. Well, I can go with that Field Blower, you know. Why not? I can go with another Shadow Stitch as well. As long as I can Shadow Stitch my opponent, he can't use abilities, and then he cannot do also too many damage counters to me. Okay, I managed to set up decently. This is gonna be Ultra Ball for Octillery, I can already see that. And it is. Yeah, I also prefer much more Greninja over the Passimian, but who knows, maybe I even decide to show up with Passimian. Passimian can strike a lot of different decks for weakness, you know. It can strike that Zoroark, and Zoroark is a part in a lot of different decks, you know. So we're gonna use first Cynthia in this game. And there is another Greninja. John, Water Shuriken. Probably Tapu Koko to be promoted in the front, as expected. And let's go with one Shadow Stitch once again. Okay, so thanks a lot for following. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so anyways, thanks for following. I really appreciate that. I have 62 followers on my Twitch. So the goal is to go for up to 100. Once I hit 100 followers on the Twitch, I'm probably gonna give away something out, you know. I'm not still sure what, but I'm gonna definitely try to give away something. Oh, rally back. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from your opponent attack during the last turn, this attack does 90 more. And how in the world he hit me for like 100? What happened? What actually happened here? I'm so confused. Okay, Abyssal Hand. I'm drawing those choice bands. That's just madness, but I don't need a single one. So let's go with another Shadow Stitch for 40. There we go. And I'm still confused because Greninja is weak on the grass and this baby boy is grass, so I should be knocked out. I mean, I don't know how he hit me for like 100. Did he use Passimian attack? Or did I miss something because I was out of the screen? Oh, he with Kukui. Okay, yeah, Kukui 30 plus. Yeah, it makes sense, Thanks a lot, Jackson, because he used Kukui and his Passimian which Pokemon was knocked out before? I don't even know. I don't remember. The Pokemon that I knocked out turn before was actually knocked down by the effect, you know, by the John Water Shuriken. It was not knocked out by the damage, you know. I mean, this is also part of the damage, but you're putting damage counters. You're not dealing damage, you know, so that's the big difference. Alright, so I guess I can use double John Water Shuriken this turn, and I can knock one of his Passimians out. Or maybe I can just, you know, do something like this. Target double Passimian play. And there's a Rescue Stretcher as well. Nothing to recover with it. So let's go with the Shadow Stitching, shall we? Another 40. One thing is for sure, and that's the Greninja is gonna fall down next turn. Still, I'm gonna have 2 Greninja breaks in play anyways. Oh, he decided to go with the Fly Flip. Oh, that's interesting. He decided how it's gonna be much smarter to go just for the knock against that Staryu. He can take prize cards, so he decided to take that Puzzle of Time. When we speak about Puzzle of Time, I have technically 3 Greninja breaks in play, so I can, you know, take 3 prize cards this turn, and this is just amazing. So there's the Evosoda. I'm gonna put that Staryu back on the bench. I'm going to retreat onto the another Greninja, and this needs to be another John Water Shuriken. If I can find Guzma, I can use another John Water Shuriken. Nope, it's just Greninja. Yeah, I guess it would be too much. I mean, still, I have one more Abyssal Hand available, so it might be Guzma. Oh, and it is Guzma. And it is Guzma. Okay. Okay, this is the first time in my life that I managed to use triple John Water Shuriken, and it really feels good. It really feels good. Oh, so he decided to concede after that. Yeah, okay. First time that I managed to triple John Water Shuriken, and that's insane. You know, when you triple John Water Shuriken, you're doing 180 damage counters, plus you can still use, you know, Moonlight Slash or Shadow Stitching, so that was insane. That was really insane. I mean, 180. I'm not sure what to say about that. Those Passimians were knocked out one after other. 3 prize cards, third, triple John Water Shuriken. Insane. Really insane. Okay, decent opening hand. If it's gonna be Necrozma, then the game plan is just, you know, to attach energy and pass. And then to go with the Water Duplicate, and then just, you know, to go with Greninja and probably with Yen. Maybe I can do something else. I'm gonna see. Yeah, personally, I also never in my life saw somebody using triple John Water Shuriken. You know, that's just first time in my life that I managed to do that. Literally for the first time in my life. If this was done on some, you know, live stream or a huge tournament, probably the video would have like 1 million views. You know, imagine this happening in, you know, finals of the World Championship. I can't even imagine that. Interesting, he decided to attach Flowstone to the benched Inkay instead to the active one. Sometimes tells me that this makes no sense, but okay. Energy attachment on the Mewtwo. Wow. Really interesting decisions. And I think I'm done. This opening hand, after my opponent ends me, looks gorgeous. I have Frogadier, which means I can have I can have Water Duplicate, plus I have Rare Candy for Greninja, and Energy Attachment, and N. So as long as I can prevent him from, you know, taking the knockout, I'm fine. Is this a Beast Energy? Yes, it is. So Beast Energy can be attached to any type of Pokemon, but only on Beast Pokemon is gonna be, you know, extra 30 damage. So not too many things he can do here. I also wish that Greninja tops, you know, at least tops 8 in the Master Division of World Championship, you know, this year. And the Worlds are in August. Right now is June 1st, you know. So for 2 months we're gonna watch World Championship. I don't know what to say about it. I think it's gonna be. I think how Basel is probably gonna be in a top, you know, top 8. One of the Basel variants of the deck is gonna be in top 8. I also can say that probably juniors, winner in junior Master Division is gonna be in the Necrozma, some sort of Necrozma deck, you know, because kids really like to play trash decks, you know. They simply don't go with the skill, you know. They really like to play trash decks. I like to call those type of the decks like this Necrozma trash deck, you know, just because you just need to set up your energy acceleration, and then you're ready to go for the one-hit knockout from turn to turn. Not too many skills, you know. I would say that Greninja is not easy deck to play. I mean, I probably played around 100 games with it, and still, even till today, I know to make some mistakes, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not a robot, you know, so I can make mistakes, but still, it's not that easy to play with Greninja. People thought it is, but it's not. Okay, this is going to be a Cynthia play. And Shadow Stitching, and that's it. We're gonna get rid of some of the cards from the hand. Yeah, Greninja is good against Boswell, you know. As long as you can set up fast, Boswell can do nothing. I mean, triple energy attachment, not good at all. You know, not good at all, trust me. But I can't wait for that World Championship, because I really want to buy those World Championship decks, you know, from the finals. I really can't wait. So there we go with another Cynthia play, and just a Max Potion. Okay. I'm fine with the Shadow Stitching. Next turn I'm gonna Max Potion that Greninja. Alright, so finally Ultra Ball for that very important Greninja break. Why not? I can knock out that NK out for 1 prize. Oh, Timer Ball, nice. Okay, so I hit him with the Shadow Stitching, which means that he can't use Invasion, at least not for this turn again. And I also discarded as many cards as I can from my hand. And he decided to go with another Psychic. Okay, this actually giving me a lot of space. Maybe to find that Splash Energy, which I managed to get. So there's another Evosoda, but for nothing. And we're going to... Oh, he decided to concede. Okay. Let's move on to another game. I think how this is gonna be also last game for today's live stream. Maybe not, who knows, we shall see. Oh, looks like I might be playing against Boswell. So we're gonna see. Oh, once again, not a good opening hand. Not a good opening hand at all. Never try to attach energy turn 1 on your Froakie with 60 HP, especially because your opponent can surprise you easily with something like double course energy Tapu Lele play. You know, oh, it's a Zyger GX deck. Okay. I mean, even Zyger with DCE can knock me out if there's the NC on the bench as well, so let's see. There's a Cynthia, so can he get the NC and Floatstone? If not, well, there is a Floatstone. Will there be the NC? There's a Max Elixir. Who knows? There might be a Lance Rat or even Verdict GX at the turn 1. Another Oranguru and Scorched Earth for 2. Another Max Elixir, well played, GG. Oh, no energy attachment. Oh, I already thought myself, oh, this is gonna be it. So I'm taking 50. Alright. So close, so damn close. Whew, I survived that opening hand. That opening turn. Let's go with the Guzma. Max Potion play. How many frogs I have? 3? Okay, then I'm gonna hope to get Evosoda maybe. Rare Candy, if you ask yourself about Rare Candy in some other languages, I know that in the Spanish Rare Candy is called Sonder Bombon, you know. Oh, so he managed to get double course energy. And that's gonna be Lance Red for the knockout. Oh, interesting. He decides to go with the Bonnie. I mean, Verdict GX is only strong against GX and EX Pokemon. It's not good against non-EX attackers. So I'm gonna promote my Frogadier and hope to get top deck. Greninja is a top deck, so I can retreat to another Frogadier. Give me that top deck. I simply need that top deck, you know. There's a Sophocles, which is a very nice card for this deck, you know. You can discard 2 energies and draw 4 cards. That's a very nice card. And there's a Nazball. It's probably gonna be for another Zyger GX. Yeah, 200 HP, not easy to knock out. There's another Lance Red for like 130, and that's another Lost Frogadier, and I simply need that top deck because I'm not gonna be good. Finally something good, Cynthia. I also need Greninja Break if I want to survive this turn, and I managed to get one. What about Shadow Stitching? No, I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna go with the Moonlight Slash. Okay, for 60. I really need to power up another Greninja and play. Oh, there's the Ansi, so he can knock me out with his GX attack right now for 170. Luckily, I'm gonna bring that Greninja Break back into my hand. And there's also Professor's Kukui, so he don't even need to use the GX. He can simply go with that Ransrat, you know. And I'm gonna lose that Greninja. Oh, not good. At least it's going into my hand. That's impressive. I can't win with single Greninja Break. There's just no way. There's just no way that I can win with single Greninja Break. Okay, so there's a Cynthia play. Shadow Stitch for 70 plus 60, that's 130 and 1. Nah, not enough, not enough. Lance Red for knockout. Simply not enough. Can I have another Froakie? Yes, I can. If there was at least one more Greninja Break available, things would be a little bit different. Because he can knock me out right now with the Lance Red because of the strong energy and 170. And I don't have another Greninja. I mean, even if I can top deck Rare Candy, it's not good because he can go for the one-hit knock on next turn again. So that is a GG. Unfortunately, that was a GG. Well played for the Zyger player. I didn't manage to set up well, and I lost the game at the end. Well, this is the deck list. I still don't know if this is gonna be exactly the deck list that I'm gonna use tomorrow, you know, or I'm gonna just, you know, switch deck list to something else. thanks a lot for following. I really appreciate that. We're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. Make sure to subscribe to YouTube channel, and also make sure to follow me on the Twitch, you know, for more future videos and you know, informations. That's it for today's live stream. I'm gonna see you next time, so have a nice day or have a nice night wherever you are worldwide, you know. So we'll definitely see you next time. So thanks for watching once again, and